So I'm going to give a quick demo on how to create your own twined string from fabric. As you all know, I made some from seaweed over my vacation, and I will give a quick demo on that as well. But it's as an intro, it's easier to show you on fabric than it is with seaweed as the first time. So I take strips of fabric, and the thicker, of course, the thicker the string, the thinner the string. And I put it into a bowl of water. It works better when the fiber is wet. I don't know why. I just know it does. And so this is soaking wet, and I'm folding it. I'm not folding it exactly in half, because we don't want the two ends to be the same length, because we want them to run out of yardage at different times, so that when we add it, we're not adding both strands at the same time, which would not be as strong, because you'd have two weak points at the same time. So fold it like this, and basically what the action is, so there's my strand in the back. Here's my strand in the front. And it's two actions. I take the strand in the front. You see at my right hand, I'm pinching it to keep it stable. Take the strand in the front with my left hand, twist towards me, and then twist it back. So now that is in the back. Take the strand in the front, twist it with my fingers toward me, and then with the wrist, twist it back, so they're changing places again. Twist it toward me, twist it back. Twist it toward me, twist it back. So it's my fingers twisting forward towards me, and then my wrist twisting it back and changing position. The one in the front, twist toward me, back. And I'll do a few more and then show you. You can get really fast at this once you get the hang of it. The more you twist, like I try to be consistent, so I won't like do a half twist and then a double twist, and because that will make for an irregular rope, unless that's what you want. So I put my finger in position, twist it toward me once, twist it back. So I think you can see that. And this is staying in position. Like when I get enough yardage, I might want to put a knot there. Or what I also like to do is use little clips to hold it in place until I come back to it. So I will continue with this and bring it to a point where one of these will, this one particularly because it's shorter, will run out of yardage, and I'll show you how I add. So now I'm at the point where I have this short tail and I need to add another piece. So I'm taking another wet strand. I'm going to overlap the beginning of the new strand with the end of the old strand. And so the point of twist is right here. I'm going to overlap them quite a bit. This way I can trim them later. The one in the front twists towards me, and when I do the wrist action to twist it back, I make sure I catch both. Hold it in place with my index finger and thumb of my right hand. Now with my left hand, you see there's two overlapped here. Grab, twist towards me, and when you're doing this, you'll feel that it's double layer, so it's a little thicker. And then twist it to the back. And you can see the two, they're still together. And I will do this, whoops, I let go of it, there we go. I will do this until I run out of the old yardage. So there it is. This is probably going to be my last twist with it. So I'm going to go like this, put it in the back. See, this one's going to be running short soon. Twist in the front, put it in the back, twist it in the front, put it in the back, twist it in the front, put it in the back. And so when this dries, I will trim that. Or not. You know, I don't know. Sometimes I like to have them hanging out. So next up, I will demo how I did the seaweed. So here's my necklace that I made with 2 strands of the seaweed. See how strong that is? I don't know if you can see it up close. Some of the seaweed is like dark black. In other areas, it's mottled greens and blacks and browns. And I found these shells with holes and used them as beads. And believe it or not, you would expect it to have the odor of dried seaweed, but it doesn't. So what I start with is a pile. This is eelgrass. And I got this off the beach already dried. And if you got it and it wasn't dried, then it seems to work best if you let the vegetable matter dry totally and then rehydrate it in some water, which is what I'm doing here. So we'll start just like we started with the fabric. I'm going to try to find a long one. Oh, here we go. I did find a long one. So all the techniques I outlined for the fabric apply here. It's just that, you know, it's vegetable matter that is not as strong as cotton weave. So I'm going to start so that the lengths are different. That way I don't have to add at the same point. Folding it in my hand. The one in the front, I very gently, sometimes with the seaweed I do it twice. Then I very gently move it back. My right hand grabs it. Because this is so slippery, see how I did one twist? I'm holding it there and doing another and put it back. See how I'm not moving as quickly as I was with the fabric because I don't want to tear it. Because now I know, having played with this, if I can get it into string form while wet without tearing it, when it dries, it stays together, it's not brittle, and it's very strong. So I just did that double twist, now it goes in the back. Double twist, goes in the back. 1, 2, goes in the back. 1, 2, goes in the back. 1, 2, goes in the back. And there you have it. Whoops, can you see that? So I've gotten to the end of the strand. It's time to add a new one. Something I want to mention is sometimes when you're working on these strings, look how nice that is, they dry out. So it becomes necessary to re-dip it, especially the seaweed or vegetable matter. They seem to dry out faster. So let me see what I have here. There's another one. Unless I want to find something that's a little bit different color. So this one has It's a little softer. Oh, it might break there, so I'm not going to choose that one. Can you see the break? Why add frustration? So I'm going to just continue with this. So same thing. There's the point of the twist right there. I'm going to overlap the two pieces. End of the first one, beginning of the second one. Overlap them. It's in the back. Now I have the front piece. Carefully twist it twice. Carefully twist it back. Carefully twist this twice. Carefully twist it back. So I forgot to check, but I want to make sure that when I add one, because the seaweed is all different lengths, of course, I want to make sure that they're differing. So I don't have to add both pieces at the same time and have a weak spot. Okay, so you see, this will dry now overnight.